Listen, one thing that I have learned in my short period of time on this earth is that when you're dealing with someone who is unhealed, no matter what you do for that person, no matter what you can go above and beyond, they will find a way to put blame on you. That's why when you get into a relationship with someone or, friendship or whatever the case may be, you got to start, it's got to be like a Carfax, right? Like you have to really understand and know what a person has been through. You need to understand what that person's family life is like. You got to get the whole report because a lot of times what they show you is just that pretty shiny object, right? And then you get involved with this person and you find out that this person is damaged goods. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't, get out of that situation or whatever the case may be, right? But it's got to be something that they want to do. But if you're dealing with someone who has not taken the time out to look in the mirror and say, okay, what role do I play in the situation that I'm in right now? You know what I'm saying? If you don't, if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't have the mindset to do that, you're in for you're in for a lot of sleepless nights. A lot of sleepless nights. Because an unhealed person, they will find fault in every single thing that you do. And a lot of times it's not even you represent something that they want to be. Case in point, say you're the type of person that, you rely on God for everything. You still do the work, but like when you facing something, you be like, look, I'm gonna pray about it, and you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, right? An unhealed person, a person who needs chaos in their life, they're gonna look at that and then they're gonna say, man, you don't never care about nothing. You don't blah 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 blah. But in reality, what they can't stand about you is what they wish that they had. They wish that they can be able to sit back and be like, you know what? If God brought me to this, he's going to get me through it. So because you're like that, they're going to find fault in that. They're going to say all of this type of stuff to you. Oh, man, you don't care about nothing and blah, 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 and this, that, and other, blah, 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 blah. All the while, they wish that they can be that. You see, when you're unhealed, you become the very thing that you can't stand. Let's say you grew up in an environment that, your parents were a certain type of way, right? And when you haven't addressed that situation and faced it head on, years down the line, you start to become that thing. If you dealt with a parent that didn't ever tell you that they loved you or didn't show emotions and this, that, and other, and you always longed for emotions, right? But, you never really addressed it. Now you fast forward, you got kids or you're in a relationship or whatever, right? You become that person. You don't show emotion. Everything that you could not stand, you become because you haven't done the work. So when you get into these relationships, man, let me tell you something, man. You got to get that car history. These conversations, I saw the other day they had a list of people, women that said where they shouldn't go on the first date, this, that, and that. Man, listen, forget all of that. Y'all need to sit down and have real conversations. I need to know, what does the next 10 years look like for you emotionally? What are your goals? What is your headspace? I need to know everything because you get involved with someone and then you find out years down the line that, hey, this person ain't willing to change because they don't think nothing's wrong. Friendships as well. You can get with a friend and they're your friend and this, that, and the other, right? And then boom, something happens. Now they talking about you. Now, you the worst person in the world. There were signs all along. There were signs all along that this person wasn't for you, but you just still kept them around and this, that, and the other. So listen, man, when you're going through life, take a moment and see who you're really dealing with. See who you're really dealing with. See who those people's role models are. See who those people are patterning lives, like, oh, I want to be like this, oh, I want to be like this. Really get to know someone before you choose to do life with them. And that's in all facets, man. That's in all facets because I'm going to say this again. An unhealed person will find fault in everything because they're not healed.